Welcome to another episode of What I Learned from Bobby Hennett. In this episode, if I say the word we, I can say the word we because I'm talking about myself and the collective inside of me, which is my ancestors. And the connection of the information that I have from Bobby Hennett. So the ancestors are, really and truly, they download the information to you, because it's all magnetism. But I'm not going to get into talking about that. Okay. Let me stick to the script here. If I say the word we, I'm talking about myself and the ancestors who make up my actual self through my blood. I mean, it's very logical, actually, but you never think about it. Your ancestors are microscopically inside of you via your bloodline, via your melanin, since the beginning of time. If you can just grasp that one point of information, it can elevate you on a spiritual level. Just to understand the logic of that your ancestors are not separated from you. They're in your fucking blood, man. They are in your blood. So they're down here with you. They're physically inside of you. But they're also cosmically, their light, their soul is the stars that are right above your head. So that's how you get as above, so below. So below, as above. That's how you are cosmically connected. That you can be in two places at once, except Okay, I'm going to stop because I'm going off on a tangent. If you got that point, good. Let us continue. Point number 5 says the word chosen. So the evangelist, of course, when they knock on the door of people, they're not knocking on everybody's door, but what they do is they say, you're chosen. You're a chosen one. What is the occult and metaphysical meaning of that? What they're trying to say is that black people are the chosen ones. Regardless if the Bible is... How do I explain the Bible? The Bible has truths in it in the exact same way as these sci-fi shows have it. It's hidden. It's twisted. It's flipped upside down. It's in reverse. And it's covered up with characters. And the real, what you're looking at, what they want you to look at is the entertainment of the story. And because you lack knowledge and because you're ignorant and because they have you totally dead and just not knowing any kind of thing about who you are, what mankind is, what non-humans are, what hybrids are, and all of that, you have forgotten it, then you won't be able to see what it really means in the Bible. I don't look at the Bible, okay? Bobby Hemmett's done enough of that to explain. I don't want to try to decode the Bible. It's too much fuckery in there. And what I mean by that is what I just said, that in the same way as the story disguises the truth, and you would never know the truth. You could never know the truth unless you got spiritually elevated with knowledge, and your pineal gland became awake. And then You could absorb what Bobby Hemmett tells you from occult sources, from papyri, if that's a word, and from other books that the beast has written. And they didn't write books that just said openly, oh, black people are from the stars. Oh, black people, have the energy of Osiris inside of them. Oh, black people are connected to the planets, and the planets are the major gods that govern the universe, and all of this is inside black people. There's no book that says that. In the same way that this little story, this little Twilight Zone, has hidden occult information, it's the same for the books that Bobby researched. They don't directly say anything. They might indirectly say something. They might make one point in one book. They might say one little golden nugget of information in one book that has like 300 pages. But the ancestors brought Bobby to that moment and to that page that said the information that he needed to know. And then they helped him to figure out the mystery of what they're saying. Okay? So let's put a period on that. I explained some extra information there so you can try to understand how am I getting this information, and how is Bobby Hemmett getting that information, or how did he get that information. So now let's go to point 6, and we are at 7 minutes now. It says, my notes say this: the character is not wealthy. Okay. Again, the main character is shown as a white person, but really represents a black person. A black person whom is contacted by people that are trying to wake him up. By actually angels. Okay? So, when the notes say the character is not wealthy and he has a hard time, that is their way of indirectly describing a black person. That is their way to indirectly describe that character is representing a black person. Because you don't see the neighborhood that much, but it's not a fancy neighborhood. Okay, let's just say that. They don't show it a lot, but I can analyze enough to see what they're trying to show, okay? The character has a record. And yeah, the character has a record, like from traffic tickets or something like that. So, black people get entrapped in crime and shit that they are innocent of. And sometimes they're just in the wrong environment. So don't come at me trying to, stand up for the black person and say not all black people have a criminal record or something. I didn't say he had a criminal record. I said that he has a record, and it was traffic tickets. But the point being is that they are showing that this man has a hard life. And you can't deny to me that black people don't have a fucking hard life. So, let's put a period on that. What else does it say? Okay, there's something here in the notes that say they have knocked down satellites. We can't see their ships. Let me remember. Somebody in the story said that. I believe that was sarcasm. Okay. I believe, if I recall correctly, that was some sarcasm said by one of the characters, I think the guy in the wheelchair. And yeah, that was sarcasm. But what is the metaphysical and occult truth about that? Well, let me repeat it. They have knocked down our satellites. We can't see their ships. As I said, I think that was a sarcastic remark made by the character that was in a wheelchair. But what he is saying is some truth. But satellites are not real, okay? Sorry to tell you that. I don't have time to explain it to you now. But there is no... Only someone with a star seed can, in some way that is genetically from the source of creation, can ascend to higher realms. There is no physical body that can go outside the realm of the earth plane. Only you can. I can't explain that any further, but my point is that satellites are not real, okay? And I'm not here to talk about that further. I can't explain further logically, but that's going to get me going on a tangent too much. So let me look at the time. It's 11:44. 11 minutes and 44 seconds. So let me get back to the notes here. As I explained, you black person, okay, it says, okay, they have knocked down the satellites. I explained satellites don't exist. So that part is false. We can't see their ships. Again, this is a character that's in the wheelchair being sarcastic about the evangelist. And he called them aliens. Now, the truth of the matter, and this one's hard for me to grasp, actually. This is the only thing that's hard for me to grasp, is that Bobby Hemmett did say that he has seen the ships. He has seen the ships, and his audience saw the ships. And, you know, Earth, Wind, and Fire talks about the mothership. I'm honestly telling you, that has not sunken into my subconscious yet. I believe, you know, that it's true and factual, but in my, I haven't, I'm not able to explain it myself. I don't have the evidence myself. But what I do see things in the sky, though. And I don't know if they're ships. But you take your little self outside at night and start looking up at the sky. And ask for awareness. Ask for consciousness. Ask for discernment to see the ancestors. All those stars are the ancestors. But you're going to see some stars that are, I mean, they are in your face, shimmering. I mean, they are exceptional, okay? They're different than the others. And it's like they're sending a signal to you. Just meditate on that and say, whatever you're trying to say to me, I'm here and I want to listen and I'm opening to listening. So download the information to me. Okay? So if you want to get further understanding about anything, just go along with it and ask for it. That's it. Now, I'm saying that I have seen something flashing out there. I have. More than once. You just go out there, you will see there's some There are some special, I see something red actually. And yes, I have tried to research and see, what planet that could be. But that thing is not where they say the red planet is or whatever. I can't say where it is, but anyway, motherships exist, and I'm going to put a period on it. And they are referencing that in this sci-fi. So, I'm not going to say any more on that, because that is the only topic that I cannot even truly speak on 100%. So we're at the 15-minute mark. That ends another episode. That ends part 4 of what I learned from Bobby Hemmett. Twighlight episode chosen. All thanks to Bobby Hemmett.